Wolverine 88. So one of the reasons I want to sell these, one of these, is because I have three of them. It is one I kind of picked up at much cheaper prices. It was one of my kind of underrated, underfollowed 1990s 9.8s that I kind of targeted in the first few years of the channel. I recommended it quite a bit, and it was one that I was buying at that time as well. But now you got all those Deadpool or Wolverine and Deadpool are absolutely going to fight in that Deadpool 3 movie that's going to be out eventually. And the prices are pretty high on this one, and it's just, if we've learned anything, like from that Star Wars 42 book, that book was so hot during the Boba Fett series. The symbiote books and the Black Costume books were hot leading up to Let There Be Carnage. Those were great times to sell for those books. So another one of the reasons for myself on this one is one of my copies is kind of marginal. It pretty much has like a little bit of a spine roll almost. My suspicion is that it was pressed, and then over time, like sometimes the pressing doesn't completely keep it flat forever kind of deal. And it probably originally had a bit of a spine roll before it was pressed, but then it got a 9.8, but then the pressing kind of falls off after a while. So yeah, I just kind of noticed a little bit of a spine roll on one of the copies that I have. And there's actually kind of like little Newton rings along the spine too, which I think is kind of shows that, yeah, the spine is just rolling up slightly. It's slight. It's not, you don't see it and go, oh my God, this is a spine rolled 9.8. But very slight. But I think I'm going to throw that one up for an auction on eBay. I'm not going to promote it through the channel because to me it's kind of a marginal 9.8. So, I'm just going to throw it up on eBay and see how much it goes for. And I'm not in a rush. I don't think with the writer's strike and everything like that, I don't think that movie's coming out anytime soon. But recent prices, $312 and $405 was like a recent sale that kind of looked like in the scans, the slab looked really kind of beat up a bit, and it went for $405. So that's what kind of made me think, like, wow, if a marginal one's going for about $400 US, maybe I should just get rid of my marginal one. So I might end up doing that in the next few months here. On the Census, there's 468 in the 9.8 in the deluxe edition. When I was buying mine, there was only one part of the Census. So the first part of the Census, I think there's like 160 of them in a 9.8 or something like that. Some of those are the deluxe edition, some of those are non-deluxe because they didn't separate it. I think in 2018 and 2019, there was only one portion of the Census. In 2020, they started separating the deluxe edition, which is most of them. That's the more common one. The non-deluxe is kind of the tougher one to get. So the Census is a bit weird on this one, but 468 on the deluxe edition portion of the Census. 20.9% is the 9.8 ratio. So yeah, like I said, I'm not going to like promote it through the channel or anything like that. But I think in the next few months, I'm going to throw up my sort of least favorite Wolverine 88, and I'll still have two of them, and I'm very happy with that. And so yeah, it's kind of a bit of a personal situation. Like I have three of them, and one's kind of marginal, so I might as well get rid of it while the promo's hot and everything like that. So it just kind of makes sense.